What's up everybody, how you doing? Today we're going to look at one simple musical device to bring more depth and expression to your melodies when you're playing jazz on the flute. I'm going to demonstrate this device right now. I'm going to play the opening phrase of the Duke Ellington classic In a Sentimental Mood. I'm going to play it once very straight and unaltered, and then once with this musical device. Have a listen. So what are we talking about? We're talking about grace notes. You can see just a little affectation with the melody can bring a whole new level of expression to what you're doing. Now, having thought about why flute players tend to use this device a lot in jazz is because I think when you're comparing this to other woodwind instruments, when you're comparing this to the saxophone or the clarinet, for example, with those other wind instruments, you're able to alter the pitch a lot more easily with your embouchure. You can't do that so readily with the flute, and I think that by using the grace notes, it's a great way to add a little bit of pitch variation to the melody note without altering the actual pitch itself. It's a very subtle approach. Now, in that opening phrase, I played 3 different types of grace notes. Now, I'm going to demonstrate some of these variations right now on a very simple phrase, loosely based on the tonality of the melody that we just looked at. Let's have a listen. So those grace note approaches I applied to that melody, you can see it was just done on one note, and there's 4 different ways that I approach that one phrase. Now, of course, like all of our devices in music, it's up to you, the improviser, the composer, of how you want to affect your melody as you're playing it. Just as if you're a painter and you're using different colors to create a certain mood, these musical colors are a way that we can approach our melodies to create something special and unique of the way we interpret a melody. Now, if you don't believe me that this is a common device on the flute, I'm going to demonstrate that right now on 2 very famous flute melodies. You can hear one of the important aspects of these melodies is the use of grace notes. Let's have a listen. So I hope that's been some help for you today. If you want to play in the style of jazz flute, grace notes are a very important aspect of using more expression in your melodies, especially in your ballads. Now, if you want to find out more about grace notes and many other aspects of jazz flute playing, you can visit us at the Jazz Flute Academy. We have a whole lesson series called Jazz Fundamentals for Flute. Check that out. In the meantime, happy practicing and hope to see you soon.